Hey guys, this is Jacques from Makulu Linux and welcome to another video. So I've got two virtual boxes open here at the moment, and there's a reason for that because we just released something new and I need to show it to you guys. So on this side I've got Windows 2025, which we just released, and on this side I've got Max 2025 that we're currently working on. And we just released a new Makulu Messenger. So if you open up your main menu and you go look there, you'll see Makulu Messenger. Now, the first time you open it, it's going to open quicker for me, but for you, it might take a minute or two before it actually opens. And the reason for that is there's lots of updates being done in the background. It's a complete shift to a new interface. So if you click on it, just wait a minute or so. If your internet is faster, it'll be quicker. Slower, it'll be longer. Just leave it, let it run. And then once it's finished, it will ask you, it will do a first time setup. And it will ask you to enter a name. And so here we're going to say Jimmy. And we're going to say Jimmy from, America, why not? US. Here you can select your language. Make sure to select your language. There's a wide variety of languages available. So make sure you set your language. Whatever country you're from, set your language because it will activate the voice packs and the translation for your language. You can enable desktop notifications, disable them, enable voice, disable. We're going to leave both of those enabled. We're going to click apply. And now it's going to load. There we go. Now I'm inside chat. I set it to America. So here we've got Jimmy 15 from America. He speaks English, right? If we look at the chat interface, it's actually a fairly nice, simple interface. Here you've got your chat window. Below you've got your user input. Next to that, you've got some stickers that you can use. Next to that, you've got your user list. Below that, you've got a slider to set your font. So you can set your fonts bigger or smaller. We're going to leave it like that. A settings button where you can actually go in and change your settings should you wish to change them. Remember to click apply. And then below that, you got your little milliseconds that shows the strength of your connection to the server. Now, I'm in Vietnam. The server box is in America, so it's going to show orange. For you, it might be green or light yellow. Anything below purple is okay. Once you start going to purple, that's kind of like a little bit of a slow connection. Red means slow. Either way, it gives you an idea of how strong your connection with the chat server is. Right, so let's get into this. So on this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open up here. Oh, Jack. Okay, that's cool. So here we've got Jack, and over here we've got Jimmy 15, right? So Jack has joined. Jack is, let's see, language. Jack is Spanish from Costa Rica. So on this side, I've got Spanish, and on this side, I've got English. So here, Jimmy 15 is going to write a message in English.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Okay, so Jimmy typed, hello, how are you? You heard, hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, so whatever I type in English, it translates to Spanish here, and Jack hears it in Spanish. Jack types back. There we go. I've now fixed the Jimmy thing. Now, Jack types back in Spanish.
Hi, how are you?
And Jimmy hears it in English. Jimmy sees it in English. Jimmy hears it in English. Everything here is in English. Okay. Everything here is in Spanish. Even the welcome message is Spanish. Here the welcome message is English. And so you have this cross-universal translate. So anybody in the chat room can talk to each other. You can talk in your native language. They will see and hear in their native language. They talk in their native language, you hear and see in your native language. So now we have cross-platform universal translation. You never have to speak in another language again. If you're French, set your language to French, enter, speak French, hear French, communicate in French. Even if the other people are in German, even if the other people are from Germany or from Russia or from Vietnam or from China, it doesn't matter. If they speak Chinese, if your language is set to English, they speak Chinese, you hear English. They speak Vietnamese, you hear English. Or you see English and you hear English. You speak English, they hear and see Vietnamese. They hear and see German. They hear and see Chinese. And so you have cross-platform communication without needing to change language. Everybody can now just communicate with each other. Simple and easy. Okay, so let's exit here. And I'm going to show you. So let's go to Discord. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you now. The chat is also connected to our Discord server, right? So in Discord, we've got a couple of users. There's always a couple of users online, sometimes 8, sometimes 10, sometimes 15, 20. There's a bunch of guys hanging out here. And they will have a D next to their name. D for Discord. So those are the Discord users, right? So now you can communicate with Discord as well. As you can see, all the messages we typed are here. So I go, hey man, what's up? And you'll notice there, as I type it here, the message shows up in Discord. And I say here, nothing much. And you? I type in Discord, nothing much, and you. And look here.
Nothing much. And you?
Understand? Because I've set the voice enabled on the messenger, anything they type in, anything anybody types from anywhere that shows up in this chat will now be spoken. The language will be spoken. Let's go to settings now. Let's go change Jimmy and make him French. Apply. Okay, let's just exit the app just to reset it. So Jimmy is now French. Let's open up the chat app here. And so Jimmy is now going to be French. There we see. Do you see when we entered the chat here, notice that the text is French as well. So Jimmy's entered the room. He's now French. In Discord, I'm going to type there, hello, how are you? And over here, we're going to get,
Bonjour, comment vas-tu?
understand. We type English in Discord, but you see French in the chat app. Now we type French in the chat app. And you see Jimmy says, hello, how are you? English in Discord. So now, doesn't matter which language you type in the app. When it sends it to Discord, it will always be English in the Discord. That way, people in the Discord can communicate with the chat app. And because most of the guys in the Discord are English, so they can just talk in English. And then it will show in whatever language the guy selected in his app. So if you have issues with a distro, you need to communicate with staff or somebody in Discord, ask for help, you can type in your native language. They see it in English, they can type the reply in English, you see it in whatever language you selected. And so really we have this nice little cross-platform messenger that supports a wide variety of languages, wide variety. Look at this. There's a language list. Afrikaans, Albania, look at this list. Look at this extensive list of languages, all the way, even Zulu is in there. So you've got a huge a selection of languages that you can use, not only with translation, but each of them has a voice assigned as well. So when you change, you go to settings here, let's change to like Greek, let's go to Greek, apply, and then we use test voice.
Γεια σου, αυτές είναι οι νέες ρυθμίσεις φωνής σας. Μπορείς να με ακούς.
As you can see, now the scratchy audio is my VirtualBox driver. Don't pay attention to that. But you can hear Irish. Let's go Irish. Apply. And then let's listen to the voice in Irish. Okay. As you can see, let's go to Arabic. We've got Arabic in here as well. Arabic. Apply. Apply Arabic. Test voice.
مرحبا، هذه هي إعداداتك الصوتية الجديدة، أيمكنك سماعي.
So as you can see, we support so many voices. So this little universal messenger is now live. It should be live in all of the distros. If you have issues with it, please let us know. Something else I want to show you now. Since we covered basically the basic usage, you can also talk to Electra in here. So you can, let's go. I just want to set it to English so that that's probably the easiest. Let's just go back to English here. English. Where's English? English US. There we go. Apply. And then, okay. So we can also talk to Electra. You just double click her name. You can double click anybody's name, but you can double click Electra and you can go, hello. Electra will now talk back to you. So that's the AI. Electra's in there. She will talk in your native language. If you are set to Vietnamese, she'll reply in Vietnamese. There, I'm set to English, so she replies in English. I can now talk to her. If I go to over here and I set it to Vietnamese. Apply. Now I've set to Vietnamese and I go hello. I don't know if I need to exit. I don't think so. Let's go hello. I think she'll reply in Vietnamese now. Yeah, there we go. Watch. She replies in Vietnamese. So you can even talk to the AI in your own language. You can talk to the AI in your own language. Whatever language you set, she will talk back to you in that language. So you can even communicate with the AI in your own language. And then, of course, you can also ask her to generate stuff. Generate an image of a cartoon cat landscape. Let's make it landscape. You can set the orientation. Let's make this bigger so we can see the image nicely. So now I'm asking her to generate an image of a cartoon cat and make it landscape. She'll take about 10 to 30 seconds and then boom, you should see the image in chat. So if you're messing around chat, you can even generate images in chat. You want to see it full screen, then you just click on that little image link over there and it will open up in web page full size. Other than that, it puts a little preview in the chat. So you can even generate images in chat. You can use emojis in chat as well. And of course, like I said previously, you can also set the fonts. So you can set the fonts bigger. You know, if you have a problem with eyesight, you can set the fonts bigger as well. So we've got this nice little messenger that's cross-platform. Well, sorry, I wouldn't say cross-platform. Cross-platform between Makulu users, yes, but also connects with our Discord channel. And everybody can communicate with each other in their native languages. So no more struggling to talk. You can now just talk to everybody. All Makulu users can talk to each other in your native language. And everybody will understand what everybody says. And so that's my video today. I just wanted to show you guys the Messenger, Makulu Universal Messenger. We did patch it through. So if you open Messenger now, you should get this. You should have this. One other thing I need to actually show you guys is that there is a mute function. Because if you close the Messenger, it does not exit. It goes to the panel. You have to click exit here to exit. So if you close it, you will still get notifications. When somebody messages, it will still give you notifications. You'll still hear voice. You can go here and click on mute. Now it's quiet. Nothing will come through. Now it's just sitting in the background over there. And when you want to show it, you can show it. And when you want to unmute it, you can unmute it. Now, why leave it running in the background? Why not just exit it? Well, because you might actually be away from your PC or busy with work, and later on scroll through the text, see who said what, who's whatever, catch up with the history. But while it's open in the background, you really don't want to be disturbed. You want to run it, but you don't want to be disturbed. And so then you can just mute it. Mute. That's it. There we go. Mute. And then when you're ready to unmute it, unmute. Now you'll get all the notifications and everything else. Now, notice how much RAM and things this uses. Let's close it. It's now RAM usage is 1.95. I think this uses 50 or 60. There we go. 188. So that makes it 20, somewhere between 50 and 70 megabytes. That's it. That's all that it uses. It's quite a large app for using such a little bit of RAM. So it depends on your system. I noticed on Macs it uses a little bit less, but you're looking between 50 and 70 megabytes of RAM. It's really tiny, not even 100. Okay, so you're looking at about 50 to 70 megabytes of RAM. And I think it might even use less if you're idle. Let's open it up. So then it's just open, connect sites, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and we're in. So now I think minimize it. Does it use less? Mute. No, it's the same. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. So, oh yeah, there, it went down by 10 megabytes because I muted it, I think. Or, okay, just took a while to catch up. Okay, so if you minimize it, 194, that's 60 megabytes, right? Show it. Oh, 70 megabytes. So you save 10 megabytes if you just minimize it and mute it or unmute it. So even if you run in the background, uses 50, 60 megs of RAM. It's really, really, really tiny. Anyway, guys, so that's my video for today. I just wanted to show you guys the new Makulu messengers out. Make sure to update, play with it, have fun with it. Connect with Makulu users, connect with the Discord users. Leave it running in the background. And catch up on chat later. This happens sometimes. I need to figure out, I think it's a socket thing. If you ever get that where it's like blank, just exit and just reopen it, and then it should be okay. I noticed once every 20 or 30 times I open it, that happens. And now it should be back in there. There we go. If you ever get a blank thing, just right click on the panel, exit, reopen it. I am still working on it, expanding on it, and fixing issues, but that is a known issue. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Yeah, you just leave it running and mute it, and then later come back, unmute, and yeah, you can connect with other users, generate images, talk to the AI, do coding, just hang out, chat, whatever. And you can do it all in your own language. You don't have to change to somebody else's language. They'll understand exactly what you're saying. It's a pretty cool app. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Working late in the light of our Makulu screen, customizing themes that are oh so clean. A system stable with a heart of open source. Makulu's whispers guide me, no need to force. LibreOffice scribing through, no end, no cap. With every app I need, it's a creative sap. Yes, app. In the glow, in the flow, Makulu's insight show. AI core, open door, guiding as I go. The comfort of the code so bright in the screen's soft light. Makulu harmony in tech's endless flight. Smooth like the river, Makulu runs deep. Updates that deliver, promises to keep. Boot it up, feel the pulse, Makulu's beat so serene. With every line of code, it's like living the dream. AI's mind like the stars guides us through the night. Makulu's here, and everything just feels so right. In the grip of Makulu we find our pace, sailing through cyberspace with elegance and grace.